Welcome to Serving Aces. I'm Alexandra Stevenson, and I am here with my co-host, Hugues Laverdiere, or as I like to call him, Ougi. Welcome, Ougi, and I love the magenta Nike golf shirt.
Thank you so much. It is my one of my favorite golf shirts, actually. In between tennis tournaments, sometimes I'd like to do a little something else than teaching tennis all day, all day, all day. So I teach golf today for like 5 hours.
I love it. And,
So
and
it
it
was my
could be considered rose pinkish or
yeah, yeah.
magenta. Rose colored pinks are in for the summer. So you're very fashion forward tonight.
Ooh, look at you, like seeing the fashion go to right away. I love it. Yeah, thank you so much. I love this shirt, and yeah, that's it. Just wore it, and I thought you'd like it too.
Yeah, of course. Okay,
So happy,
so
so happy, so
let's.
happy to be, so happy to see you be here. So it's awesome. The U.S. Canada swing tournaments are coming up. People are starting playing on hard courts.
Yep.
Some players are rusty. I mean, come on, let's face it. Some American
Yeah,
guys today and yesterday had trouble just to
we
make
got
it
to get
first
into
rounds.
DC, and we got
Let's go.
DC. We have Memphis, the DC ATP 500 and WTA 500,
Yeah,
and the new
Mubadala.
tournament Memphis is a WTA 250.
Nice.
Very happy Memphis is back on the calendar. I played there when it was
Yeah.
an indoor tournament.
Hmm.
I loved Memphis. The people are lovely. The club's amazing. I even played junior clay courts there.
Ooh,
Yep, got to the finals of clays, 18's clays there. So it's a great tennis town. I'm happy that they have a tournament back.
that's true. Hey, the thing about Memphis that I saw last month was when I went to Europe and I saw the movie of Elvis.
Well, there you go.
So
And you got Graceland. So it's a
exactly. So
win-win.
the story about him buying Graceland and
Hmm.
please his mother and this
Have
and
you
that. So
been
that
to
was pretty cool.
Graceland yet?
I have when we were in college ourselves. When I went to Southern Illinois for 2 years, then of
Yeah.
course we visited all the states around. You know how the schedules in the NCAAs
Yes.
work
So
out.
you
So
got to go.
I got to go. We got to visit everything, the big plane. So that was
Oh, that's
Elvis's
awesome. Yeah,
personal
it
plane.
is
So
very
nice,
cool.
so
And
nice.
the
The
Civil
museum,
Rights
yeah.
Museum is there as well, which is a must go to for every person that visits Memphis should really go see it.
Slice of Knowledge by Alexandra Stevenson. You're amazing.
All right,
So
so
cool.
let's get into some tennis, Oogie. Okay, DC, we got the American swing. Everybody's coming in
Yeah.
or has already started playing. A lot of players are practicing this week for Canada,
Uh huh.
Toronto, and Montreal.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Washington D.C. and what we've seen so far.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've just seen like Shelton's match was a big struggle. He won like 6-4 in the third set against Martin
Yeah,
Dam.
with the rain delay,
Jeez,
it's
so
very
long.
hot there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Battle of serves.
yeah, the
Both
guy came
lefties, just
out
big
serving
serves.
big, and Ben got it in the end. Ben was at his girlfriend's soccer game,
Yeah.
football, soccer. I guess we have to say soccer now since World Cup's over. But
Yeah.
Trinity Rodman was playing the other night. He was there, and now he's playing in DC tennis. So it's a
Yeah.
great week for both of them. They both get to play their sports in the same city.
It's amazing. And can we say that that couple is like in shape?
Oh
I mean,
yeah, definitely
she's
in
a
shape.
she's a terrific athlete, and him as well. So I mean, if they have kids, I mean, those kids are going to play sports and they're going to be like dominating something.
Yeah, that'd be fun to watch. Okay, so Tommy Paul went down.
Yeah.
Not surprising. DC is a fast, hard court.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
just had his wedding. He was
Did
hanging
you
out in Nantucket with Riley Opelka. I
Yeah.
mean, really, how prepared is he?
I was going to say, like, did he sleep for a week?
Yeah,
It
I
must,
mean, he
it
was
must have
chilling.
been, you must have been chilling with friends. Like when it's your wedding, it's like the life stops for like a week, right? To prepare everything, make sure all your guests are having fun, they're settled in, and you take the 3 days event, to prepare the wedding. People are coming over. You go play golf. You go do this, do that. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't
It's
train
a
that
lot.
much.
I
Yeah,
mean, I haven't had a wedding yet, but I just went to my cousin's wedding, and
yeah,
it's now some weddings are 3 days, some are two, some are five. My cousin's was 3 days. I came back exhausted and got a little cold
wow,
because just
yeah,
so many people and the travel and everything. So
exactly.
I was very surprised that Tommy decided to play DC, but maybe it's a good thing to get back into the mix. Just start in DC and then get ready for Canada.
It was a great idea to play because what are you going to do? Just skip tournaments because you're getting married? Come on. And so he's playing. Not a best performance, of course, but he was there. Hey, it's to honor his sponsors as well. He's got big contracts, so you want to be there and show that you're New Balance, all the gears you're wearing and
Yeah,
everything,
and
and
it's the
sponsors. So
American swing.
yeah, and then the tournaments, you want to be paying respects to all these fans that are in the U.S. So for him, no brainer. He was there. So happy to see him back. It's good.
Yeah, and then Lerner Tan went down to Adrian Manarino. I have to
Wow.
say, look, Manarino can be anybody on any given day, but
I
right
know.
now, kind of surprising a little bit, but not really, because DC does have quick courts and it's hot and humid conditions. And,
Yeah.
everybody's coming off of Wimbledon and vacations and the first tournament of the US Open Summer Series. You kind of like swing. You don't really know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you're right. And Manarino strings at 20 pounds. So could you imagine playing somebody with, doing that loose?
Yeah.
He's
It
going to
was
hit
two
some.
sets too.
He's going to hit some flat shots, and they're going to skid on the ground. So imagine if the courts are quick, those balls are not easy to return, and we won't be attacking. So that's going to be tough.
Yeah, and we saw Hodar take out Feast.
I like him. I was going to say that's going to be
Not
my.
surprising though, right?
Yeah, not surprising because we've seen him play such great tennis, of course, at Roland Garros, especially. We've discovered him over there, and to me, that's going to be the guy to watch this summer. He's going to
Okay,
be,
he's on
all
your
the way,
list.
yeah, all the way through
Oh,
the U.S. Open.
See,
He's going to be tough.
you already started. I was like, who's going to be your people to watch? But we'll do that in a little bit.
I
When
know.
balls in Ougi's court. But I'm so glad you said that because Hodar has to be checked as one to watch. But I'm going
Yeah.
to give you a new person to watch. Are you
Ooh,
ready?
man
So-
or woman?
Man.
Okay,
He
is it
qualified into DC, won his first ATP Tour match today.
okay? Is it
And he's
Leighton
17.
Hewitt's son?
Yes, and we
No.
talked about in the finals of Wimbledon, lost a close one of Junior Wimbledon, and this is why tennis is so amazing and how quickly it can turn around, right?
Oh, definitely.
Cruz Hewitt was supposed to be the Junior Wimbledon champion. He lost to the American, and he came out, qualified into DC, won his first ATP Tour match against Marcus Giron, who was also a qualifier and a hard worker, not an easy guy to
Yeah.
beat. And he
Established
won 3 and
player,
4.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, great win, and
Yeah.
I got to see him play a little bit. I haven't really seen him play, and he looks like his father. His forehand, everything, technique wise, so crazy. He's like this big forehand and then flatten it out.
Good
So funny.
serve motion, good backhand.
Yeah,
Yeah. Look, we got to put him as one to watch this summer. See where he gets in. He's been building ATP challengers and ITF
yeah, and
professional tournaments. Let's see where he goes.
his attitude is going to be like his dad. So he's going to be a super big fighter on the court, feisty. He's doing the Swedish
Yeah,
21.
what is this, the Voss show? He couldn't even remember the name.
That's so funny.
He
That's the
told-
name?
Well, he said it's like a Voss show. I don't know what that means, but he said he needs to go ask his dad like what exactly it is.
So he just did
He
that
just
and
did
not
it.
knowing.
Well, it's like a family thing. I guess he
Yeah.
decided to do it, but now he's got to actually name it.
You have to know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah,
but,
right?
But
I
he's
mean,
got
I
time.
just remember Leighton's fist pump.
Oh yeah, and I think Leighton did that a little bit too. But I think I remember something about being Swedish or something, and something like that, the like Viking boat. I don't know, something.
Probably.
I have to go double
Not
check as
the
well.
row.
I know. Holland and his crew from Norway.
Yeah, all right. So
How
Cruz
great was that?
Hewitt, one to watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's on your
been
list,
building.
and
He's
I've got
on my
Hodar on my
list.
list. That's good.
I've been checking him out since tennis wise. I've been checking him out in the juniors when like in junior Grand Slams and seeing his name, and
For sure.
he's definitely one to watch. Let's see how he does. Tsitsipas is playing Demonor.
Oh yeah, because of rain, it's going to be tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
Tomorrow afternoon.
that's going to be a good match. Tsitsipas coming off a tournament win.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be super fun to watch. It's going to be a big match. I mean, Tsitsipas has got his career more in order now since his dad is not like fully there all the time. So we can't wait to see exactly what's going to happen there. So
Yeah, and
I can't
like
wait.
Alex Demonar coming off his wedding to Katie Bolter, and they're both in DC, the newlyweds.
right.
Lots of weddings in the last couple weeks, Ougi.
Hey, summer.
Kasakina, I think, getting married.
Really? Oh, cool.
Yeah, Demonor and Katie Butler, Tommy Paul. Casper Ruud got married.
Taylor
Before
Swift.
that, Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce are married.
That's it.
I mean, I got to go find a husband.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a good.
Venus got married a couple months
Really?
ago.
There you go.
Who
So,
is actually playing right now. She's playing Potapova.
oh
So
yeah,
she
that's
got
right.
delayed, but she's on court now.
Oh, nice. So she's gonna play tonight. So we're gonna have to
Yeah,
go watch
she's
that.
on. She's playing right now, and it's 4-3 Potapova.
Okay, good. So by the end of our podcast, maybe we can, when we'll
Yeah.
be finished, if people listen to our podcast real quick, they'll be able to watch the end because if they'll know about it.
Well, we're not live, so
I know, but as soon as we're done, you're posting it. So
I am posting it. So if
so if
anybody's still up, they could go watch.
exactly.
So Memphis has Sloane Stevens and Peyton Stearns on the
Okay.
American side.
Good names.
Stevens is in a third set against Starodobtseva, who I talked about in the clay season, the Ukrainian. She's up 5-1 in the third, so Stevens got a wild card.
Nice.
Using it. She's going to have some good hard court results this summer.
Oh, I hope for her because I mean her career is like going down a little bit there because her ranking is so low and everything. And,
yeah, she needs some wins. She could string it together on the hard courts here.
Oh, definitely.
It's been really hot and humid in Memphis. Alexandra, the number 1 seed, it was 5-4 in the third. She had to retire and was carried off in a wheelchair because of heat stroke.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so that is another thing. All the Europeans coming over into America, and it's been extremely hot in North America, everywhere. Canada, Florida, California, Texas, middle of America.
Hey, Paris, Rome, all these places, there's 40 degrees.
Europe, it's been hot too. It's just the difference, I think, is the humidity.
Yeah.
It's like right now in D.C., it's nighttime and it's like 86% humidity. So that's kind of what gets the tennis players. Like, I feel like dry heat or that hot heat you can deal with, but then the humidity gets you as soon as you start sweating, then it's kind of a killer if your body's not regulating right.
You're right. Talking about the heat, I mean, when I played in Rome last week, it was around, let's say 35, 40 degrees. That's like 110.
Yeah.
How'd
you manage?
In Fahrenheit. You know what? That heat was not that bad because the wind, there was no wind really, but the air was not hot. If I compare it to Las Vegas in the summer, I mean, when
an oven.
It's like unbelievable because you're like super hot. The sun is coming down. It's like same thing, 110. But when the wind is on, it's like a blower when you dry your hair in your face.
Yeah,
you have to
breathing it in.
You have to breathe around. I mean, that's like impossible to breathe because you're like taking something in and it burns your lungs right away. So that's like another level of heat.
Yeah.
But Rome was fine, and Paris is you don't get that heat dry in your face. So it's a different. But in US and Canada on the East Coast, it's super humid. Super humid. All the way down to Miami. When we played you played the Miami Open, it's like so humid. You walk outside and you're like drenched in 5 minutes. So that's like, and it's tough to breathe. So your body has to be able to get used to that humidity. And if you do, you're fine. But if you've never been into like 2-3 years minimum into that humidity heat, it's tough to breathe. So Sinner probably was never able to get his body to be used to that. So if it's really hot and humid, that causes a problem and then that person who retired today, that's probably the same thing.
Probably also why Sinner is skipping
for sure
Canada, because going into Cincinnati is a hot, humid box. So Cincinnati is probably the hottest tournament of the year. I mean, maybe Beijing, that one year where Djokovic was like dying in the humidity.
You're right.
But I really think every player would say Cincinnati. It's just because it's like central. And there's no ocean breeze. Like Florida, you got the ocean breeze.
Yeah,
the sea,
you're right.
So it's a little different. It's still hot, but it's different, and you got wind. Cincinnati, sometimes it's just like a dome of humid heat.
You're right.
I'm sure Sinner's team is like, we're not going to play 12 days in Canada and 12 days in Cincinnati.
You're so right. There's no breeze from the lakes. The Great Lakes, they don't
Yeah,
have breezes over
yeah,
there. It's
yeah.
yes,
From
it's a
the
different.
theme park next door, there's no breezes. That's for
Exactly.
sure. And
So
I'm thinking Djokovic is also look. So these tournaments now are 2 weeks:
yeah,
Canadian Open, Cincinnati, and then you go to the U.S. Open.
mhm.
As every player has spoken about, it's a lot.
Yeah, it
Like,
is.
wouldn't they rather just play a week tournament and then go to the next? Well, the tournament probably wouldn't
Yeah,
because
they're getting
TV
used to that.
rights,
Yeah, sponsors for a long time, longer time. Yeah,
sponsors,
they love it.
yes. But for the player health, okay, they have every other day off. It's a lot. And
It is a
I
great
know we've
question. We
talked
should
about this, Ougi,
we
before.
need to ask one of those players or a couple of them exact question because I cannot answer you right now because if you have a day off, maybe you like kind of like that because it's not stressing your body as much. If you're going all the way and you get to the semis or finals, that's like every day for 6 or 7 days in a row. That's like a lot of tennis. You don't get to
Yeah.
really recuperate, and the next week tournament starts again. So for Sinners and Alcaraz's players like that, it's a
It's
nightmare.
too long. Like you can't go into you can't play 3 tournaments
Yeah, in
and
a row.
be like on the road 9 to 10 weeks straight.
It's tough.
That's
It,
tough. It's too hard on your body. I mean, Sinner has he won all these tournaments in a row, so he
yeah,
did do it. Uh,
yeah,
where he just went on a tear up until the French Open,
yeah.
and look what happened. So I'm sure
Exactly,
they're
exactly.
saying like, no, this isn't. We're not going to do this now because of the conditions.
Normally something happens, either physically or injury or health. Look, Sinner, his case was the heat, and he was not able to deal with it. Alcaraz is hurt his wrist, so they both have something going on. If you go deep in tournaments week after week after week,
Mhm.
suddenly something gives in. So
Speaking of the wrist and the arm, sadly, I have to tell you that Jack Draper pulled out of
withdrew, yeah.
Washington. Very sad with his left arm again, but he says he's embracing the hardships and he's just going to work really hard. And the setbacks are,
Mm,
the setbacks suck, but he's going to push
does.
through. But that's a big bummer. He's really trying hard to get back, and his left arm isn't quite ready yet.
That's what his injury is. Is it the elbow or is it the
I think it
wrist?
was the bone edema in his left arm, but it just said
Oh,
left arm injury. So I'm not
mm,
sure if obviously it's his hitting arm, so it probably
yeah,
is,
yeah, stuff.
correlated to the bone edema, but I don't know for sure. But
Oh, that's too bad. That's a
yeah,
big player right there, and we
he
love to
was
see
out
him.
with Andy Murray. They were practicing, I think
Yeah,
with Tiafoe or
yeah,
Fritz. They were out there hitting on the court before the tournament.
so cool.
Hey, Francis Tiafoe went down to
I
Ottman
know,
in
I
three
know.
sets.
Altamane. So
Yeah, his home tournament. That
I
was kind of a
know.
bummer.
Yeah, it is, and yeah, big surprise a little bit. He was cruising and playing well, but
Look, he
then
had a great grass season, so
yeah,
he's just got to adjust to the hard courts, and Foe will be back. He had a cool outfit. It kind of
yeah,
went along with the newsy notes. I mean, we were guessing where LeBron James was going. I can't believe neither one of us said Philadelphia.
I know.
He's
And
going to 76ers.
was that like an ode to him to have that shirt of because it looked like
I
the
think so. Did you see
Tiafoe's
his
color.
outfit?
Seriously,
Yeah.
I was
He
like,
was in the blue, red, and
this
white.
this is a 76er shirt through
Yeah.
and I was like, what is he?
I
What's
was
going on there?
surprised. I mean,
Is he a
maybe
LeBron fan? And
Lululemon.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, maybe Lululemon just did that for like the U.S. Open, red, white, and blue,
Yeah, you're
blue,
right. That's got
red,
to
and
be it.
white.
Yeah,
But it kind of was serendipitous, right?
I know.
He
And
showed up.
enough that I had to double check. Okay, are they in Philly? No, they're in DC. Okay,
They're in
so
D.C.
I was like, okay, maybe he's wearing that and he's gonna
Yeah,
be somebody's name on the back or something. But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, we'll get back. But LeBron getting to the 76ers, that's like a huge deal, right?
Philadelphia's going crazy. They've already named a
Oh my,
cheesesteak about
no
for
way.
him.
With him? Oh,
Um,
it's funny.
that Philly fans in any sport are, what's the word?
Oh, they're
Or
crazy.
crazy, excited.
Exciting. Yeah,
Your
yeah, yeah.
best buddy, but if you lose, your worst enemy.
Yeah, they're
Um,
emotional. They're emotional about
yes.
it. Seriously. The
So for him
Eagles,
to finish his career there is, yeah, that's a pretty special thing for Philadelphia.
It's gonna be something else, and they have a good team. I mean,
Hmm.
Embiid, Maxi, they have some great players already there.
Jalen
So,
Brown.
geez, really.
Yeah.
So,
I
they have
think
three.
once Jalen Brown came over, that sealed the deal,
Yeah, you're right.
right?
And LeBron's, we don't know him personally with his buddies and how close he is of certain players, but definitely that's where he wanted to be. And another city for him. Wow, that's like it's gonna be the
Well, and
15.
he wants to win the championship. Last time they won was 1983.
Wow.
Yeah, so they could pull a Knicks next year. How about the
Exactly.
East Coast of basketball?
Gonna be rough.
I mean,
Wow.
what happened to the West Coast guys?
I know.
Steph
People
Curry, he's like, hey, we're the only ones out here,
I know, and people like 4 or 5 years ago was like, well, the West is like so much better.
right? Now it's the
I
East.
I remember some comments of some players saying, "Okay, it's our turn now to win." I think it was somebody from the Clippers, and when
Yeah,
when they signed Kawhi Leonard and all these players that are great, and then he's like, "Okay, so you know what? Golden State won a couple of years now. Now it's going to be our turn."
now
Of
it's
course,
our
it
turn,
didn't
right?
it didn't turn out that way,
No.
but it was funny that in the West it's still very strong. Of course, when you
Yes.
take LeBron out of the Lakers, so the Lakers are not going to be that great. San Antonio is going to be great. Oklahoma City is going to be great.
Hmm.
There's some, Dallas is always nice. So there's going to be some, of course,
Yeah,
tough teams in the West. But the
interesting
East,
stuff
it's going to be
happening.
tough for my Raptors.
East
Come
Coast.
on. Yee.
Yeah. All right.
It's going to be fun.
We got football arriving, Ougi. Training camp's happening soon. But first, let's go into the balls in Ougi's court, and then I'll do some newsy notes on U.S. Open,
Nice.
what's going on. But
Oh, can't
balls in
wait.
Ougi's court,
You're
we're
right.
on hard courts now. You came off from playing on clay into hard.
Hmm.
So a lot of these players played some tournaments on clay.
Yeah.
Now they're on hard. They were also on grass. Now they're
Yeah.
on hard. So talk about the transition. And quickly, I'm going to give a shout out to Lily Taggart.
Ooh,
18-year-old won her first WTA title last week. And Francesca Scavone is her coach.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Very. Because,
Hmm.
Schiavone was a great player, very smart on the court, feisty as well.
Yep.
So she knows her stuff. She knows
She
the
knows her
game.
stuff. And it was cool. I'm on the WhatsApp women's coaching WhatsApp team,
Oh,
and everybody congratulated her.
oh,
And
for
she was
sure.
like, "Oh, that's too much. All right, everybody, let's go. We're getting back to work."
That's funny.
So,
Typical
yeah,
Schiavone's like super hardworking, player and like mentality of, okay, let's celebrate. Okay, no, it's enough celebration. Let's go.
yeah, let's go. It's just
Just a
one. It's
couple
the
seconds.
first tournament. That's it. All right.
That's
So
great.
balls in Ugi's court. Talk about the transition to hard court. What the players have been doing,
Yeah,
training wise, coming off grass or coming off clay into hard court. Like Tsitsipas won on clay. He's playing on hard.
yeah.
What do you do, Ugi?
Hey, you know how it is. It's tough because now you've transitioned already twice.
Hmm.
You've got this hardcore season since the beginning of the year, those big tournaments, out in Asia, and then you go to Indian Wells, Key Biscayne, and then finally you get the clay court swing. So
Yeah.
you get in Europe, you play for a couple months on clay, month and a half, couple months, and then poof. I don't know why we still have that, but I guess it's because the birth of tennis was there. But
Yes.
and we have to recognize that
I
somehow.
mean,
And
come on,
it's
Ougi. That's
I
sacrilege.
I know,
Don't
especially
say I don't know why we don't have grass season.
especially from you. It's like, oh my gosh, Wimbledon, thank you so much. Thank you for being there because you had such great success, of course, and your game was awesome on grass. But for injuries, for how small that season is, like 3 weeks, it's like a couple tournaments in practice and then Wimbledon, and then okay,
It's
that's
like
enough.
6 weeks.
I know, but it
For
feels like
some players, it's 3 weeks because they skip it and just go to Wimbledon.
exactly. So
Yeah.
for me, it would have been 3 weeks, but for you, it's like I quick, please put more grass
Yeah,
tournaments
put
in the
more
calendar.
grass, right?
I
Yeah,
want I want it to
exactly.
be 2 or 3 months, but yeah. So because of the footing, I think it's just anti-tennis of I'm gonna make you slip, and maybe hopefully you don't get hurt, and there's not gonna be rallies. So, but enjoy it. It's like what? It's
I mean,
for
it's
to
like
me.
the best kind of tennis. All right, so you're coming off grass and you're going to hard.
Yeah,
Okay, so what's the transition? Because you're used to having quick hits.
yeah.
Now you want to be patiently aggressive and then get your hit.
You named it. Exactly it. So you come from like super slow surface where you slide all over the place. You have to be rallying for hours, which you hate. And so red clay, and then
Hmm.
suddenly super quick, big serve, big returns, flat strokes, come in
Yep.
volley. That's like grass. And now you have a mix of both. You have a mix of you have to be aggressive because you can't just rally like you're on clay.
Yeah.
People are gonna step in. That ball is having like great rebounds all the time. And that's
Hmm.
the thing which is very different from clay to hard courts because hard courts, your bounce is only gonna be great all the time. So if you hit higher a little bit and I have time, I'm gonna step on that baseline, hit that ball on the rise, and hit winners out of it. So that's why these players are doing that, and they're playing so close to the baseline now. So that's something to work on definitely. So you want to have big serves, flat serves, no spin really, because of course when you serve wide you want to go with spin, but you can crank some really flat serves on hard courts because on clay you can't because it's gonna come back all the time. You know.
Yeah.
So
But I
feel
also feel like the kick serve and the slice, they're still used on the hard court.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we saw Ben Shelton doing like 142 out there. But
See.
yeah, the serve is helpful going from grass to hard because you're
Yeah.
still going to be serving big
Yeah.
because that is something that does change from clay to grass. And then from grass to hard, the serving doesn't really change that much, except you can do more kicks on the hard court.
Definitely. Oh, you know your stuff so much. You're totally right because if you kick serve on grass, nothing's happening. There's
Yeah,
no
I
way
mean,
that
it's just
doesn't
sitting
kick.
there, right?
It's just sitting there.
But
It slides. Yeah.
especially on hard, like you still have to get back and give yourself position because grass, you really want to be forward moving
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
a lot. And although we do see a lot of side to side in today's game, but I
Mhm.
think that transition part of getting the back foot back quicker to get more space behind the ball on hard
Yeah.
court. I think that's something that really has to be worked on in the first couple of weeks when you're on hard.
You're so right because, like, let's just take the footwork for instance. So if you play on clay, you slide, and if you slide and then you hit, your open stance.
Hmm.
You can't just like a forehand. Let's say I'm a righty. I can't just slide my left foot in there, being so awkwardly on my
Yeah.
side, and my back is exposed, and I can't hit hard. And there's no way. So I'm gonna have my right foot slide. I'm gonna be open stance. I'm gonna hit my forehand, get back to the court. On hard courts, it's a mix, and you have to hit whenever you can. You have to hit on the side. That left leg on the forehand has to be planted, and that's why I like Hodar so much because this guy. I don't know if he's played on clay his whole life. Obviously, probably because he's
He's
Spanish,
Spanish, so probably.
but he plays like the forehand on the side, and that's like the only
Yeah.
Spanish player that I've seen ever do that. And I love that because on hard courts he's gonna be trouble because he's gonna step on that left leg, crank that forehand up,
I mean,
hit
he
it
took
flat.
Feast out 2 sets
See?
today.
So
Yeah.
he's on my watch, and Feast is a great player. He's like top 10 caliber, super good, talented, but Hodar's got that technique. He's got that left foot there, just plant it and just distribute his weight forward and transfer his weight. So that's something that kids need to do and people need to do more on hard courts to be
Yeah, definitely.
hitting on the side. Yeah.
All right. So, excuse me. Let's talk about rackets and strings. So you're coming from Europe,
Yeah.
different conditions, although hot,
Uh-huh.
but you're going into more humidity. So what do you like to do? Do you like to go a little bit tighter, a little bit looser? And also, we've got the balls. We've got Wilson US Open balls now. We don't have the
Yeah.
like different head ATP Tour balls
Oh
or
my
what
gosh,
you
I've got one
showed
of
me
those.
with the
I've got
fuzz.
I've got one of those. We use those at the World Championship, the
Yeah, look, it got real beat up.
Head Tour
It
KT or XT.
kind of doesn't even look round like what Medvedev says. They're not
You're
even round because
you're,
of
to- you're,
felt.
to- you're totally right because there's like some extra felt over here, and I can tear it down, so I can
Yeah,
actually see.
that
I can
definitely
make
changes the trajectory and
I,
the hit of the ball.
I can make a little mohawk with my tennis ball right there. It's like whoa. See, that's like you can't do that with like the U.S. Open tennis balls, right? You can't just take felt and
That's
just
hard. Yeah,
because
it's
because
not
it's
easy.
it's real tight and dense
It's
and
compact.
it's compact exactly, and this felt is like loose and you can tear it down. So and we're playing on clay, which is not. I mean, it's like not the worst surface to have this. If you play hard courts on these, and it's like raping some cheese on on your plate whenever you eat pasta. So these balls are getting fluffy, that's for sure. So on hard courts, it's going to be a problem. So the suggestions of changing if 5 and 7 games, that's like super intelligent. So
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
it's going to be a
But the
problem.
balls are going to be pretty good this season because they're U.S. Open balls, and nobody really complains about them except when they try to make the women play with extra duty.
Yeah.
So, string wise, are you going to string looser or tighter, or
I mean, that's like such a
in
great
the
question.
heat? What do you think?
To me, for sure, I'm going to string tighter. I mean, when I play in humidity and your string is getting looser by the minute on the court
Yeah,
because
you
of the
string a
heat,
little tighter.
I have to string 2 to 3 pounds more. So I'll be from 50 to like 52, 53 for sure. I'm playing with, the RPM blast from Babolat. So that string is like, really hard and not flexible at all. And you
Yeah.
have to cut it like every 2, 3 weeks because your waving effect is not getting as much after 10 hours. So
Hmm.
it's got a lifespan of 10 hours. So, to have the groove effect and the snapback has to
Yeah, you
be,
got to restring.
yeah, every 10 hours, that's you're done. And as soon as I hit a hard shot and it goes out a little bit, I'm like, oh, okay, snapback is gone. So let's put some
Let's
scissors
change
in
it.
that thing. Yeah, so
Well,
no
I
big deal. But
think
what do you
like I would
what
do
did you
a
do? What
little
did you
bit
do when you were on
tighter,
tour?
but
Did you?
well, it depends on the speed of the court
Okay,
and
yeah,
the hit of the ball. And if the ball is flying on me, I would go a little tighter. But
yeah,
if I felt like the court was a little bit heavy and like grainier,
uh-huh.
and then it was, I guess, slower, not as quick, I would go a little bit looser
You're so right. Yeah,
when it's humid, because sometimes it just is, the conditions are just heavy and it feels like you need a little bit more help with your strings.
yeah.
But I mean, mostly I always strung on the tight side
Jesus, you
anyway.
think on the tight side? I think
Yeah.
I still have a tennis elbow from trying to racket for like
Yeah.
10 minutes
So
at Wimbledon.
that's what I would
Jeez.
mostly do. But yeah,
Well,
I
I
think
mean,
tournament to
okay, wait,
tournament
wait.
just depends.
Let's backtrack a little bit. What was your tension when you were on tour
When I started,
In your great Dunlop when you were on top when you were top 20 in the world? What was your tension in pounds?
I did go down to 68.
Could you
I
imagine
was at 72.
you went down? I
I
mean,
went
that's
down to
like
68
that's amazing, and you
and
got manner.
sometimes 66.
See,
But
that's
Ougi,
not.
you'd be very proud. I cross the gut, some guts in the main, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
Lux rough is in the cross.
yeah.
And I now string at 52-50, sometimes 50-48.
You lose your mind whenever suddenly you're like
Like,
54, 50.
yeah, I mean, when I hit on grass and I went over to Wimbledon
Yeah.
2 years ago, I did do 48-46 because
Whoa.
the balls were kind of heavy, and they're different balls than
Yeah,
US
yeah.
Open.
And
So I
that
did
ball's
go, I
flying
was
there.
like, oh, I'm at 48-46, that's tight for a lot of players.
You're like, I'm not
Yeah.
feeling great about it.
I mean,
But
68-48, that's a 20-pound difference.
that is amazing. And maybe,
But the
that
68 was all gut pre-stretch.
okay. Okay, I was gonna say, was that like all gut,
All
full
gut
full bed,
pre-stretch.
full bed?
Full
Okay.
bed.
So I mean, for if people, of course, that are listening, they probably haven't played with gut before, right? It's like super expensive
Yeah.
and can't get it that much place. So that string like extends us so much that
Yes.
that's why you pre-stretch it because it's gonna go like
And it's like
so,
the best feel ever.
right. It's amazing.
Not a lot
So,
of players today could play with it because
Hey.
they come across instead of extend through.
Yeah, they're not playing with it anymore. I mean,
No.
if you go from like whenever those big tournaments are, sometimes they put like the players, their string, their tensions. And I
Very
saw it.
few.
I don't think there's any anymore. It's
I
like
think
just
Djokovic is still
really,
playing with gut
huh?
in the cross or the mains. He might be in mains or cross, but he's doing a mix.
I think it's the main.
There might be like one handful of players that mix.
Okay, I mean to make it powerful, you have to have it in main because it's the crosses. You're not getting that power feeling.
Yeah, so I've heard. I tried the crosses. I didn't like it.
Me too. I
But-
didn't like it at all. No control. It didn't hit
But
us
there were
hard.
some players that did crosses,
Hey,
but
Murray
not
was one of them.
Murray did it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
But,
I think Djokovic is still doing it, but I don't know.
Huh.
We'll have to investigate.
Yeah,
So
but
interesting, though.
a lot of people Federer and a lot of players back then did. I think it has to do with the vicious quick spin you put on the ball, like Sinner, Alcaraz, all these guys. they can't play with gut anymore because you like that quickness of a reaction and that kick whenever you really hit hard and
I
with
think
spin.
Sinner could play with it.
Really?
I think he could play with it.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I still have a racket.
Alcaraz, I
So
don't know if he could, but because he's got the Babolat racket, but I think Sinner in his
yeah,
head,
yeah,
right? He
yeah.
could play with gut with his
That's true.
strokes.
I mean, the center, the Alcaraz racket has some spin grommets that are actually moving a lot whenever you hit. So you already lack some
Yeah,
control a little bit, and you get
exactly.
extra spin. So yeah, that's probably he probably
All
sticks
right,
with
so let's talk a little bit about Alcaraz. Okay, so we've seen him
when's he
at
coming back?
World Cup. We've
Cincinnati?
seen him hanging out with a new girl.
He's enjoying life. Okay, that's fine.
Yes. Okay.
He's partying still
The
because
new girl
Spain
is
won the World Cup.
Claudia Canals. She's a digital marketing professional and
Okay.
Spanish entrepreneur.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
so he was off the coast of Italy with her. Now, if he comes to Cincinnati, that means he's playing the US Open. But do you think he's coming?
That's a
What do
great
you think,
question.
Ruby?
I have no idea. I have no idea. We'll have to see if he, his as his injury is healed. Of course, physically, the rest is he's gonna be fine. But he needs to test that injury to make sure those big
I
pounding
mean, that's
balls
a
are.
big test to start out in Cincinnati.
Jeez, of course, it's a 1,000 event. Big
But
balls
he
are
could
coming
do it.
quick. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. I can't. Is he practicing every day now? Is he okay?
I don't know. We'll have to be on Alcaraz watch. I was just seeing him on a yacht
I know, and we've
with a
we've seen
cute
him
girl.
at the World Cup. Of course, he was sitting right
Yeah,
there.
and
So
Louis Vuitton. So he's been living it up. Okay, so we got some newsy notes.
let's go.
Okay, we've got the mixed doubles pairing for the US Open are
That's
out.
right.
Are
That's
you
out.
ready? Have
Oh,
you heard of any of them yet?
I have seen it. I've seen it on Instagram, and
Okay, give
I
me
was about to
two.
text. I was about to text you all the pairings. You have to love Sabalenka and Djokovic. Come on,
Yeah,
that's gonna
that's
be
gonna be fun.
everybody wants to see them, and rightfully so. Sabalenka and Djokovic, they have a chemistry together. They have
Mhm.
fun. They're
They
always
fit
teasing each other.
together. Yeah.
They practice together. They have respect one another so much. I love that pairing. They're gonna have a good time on the court. That's for
Oh,
sure.
for sure. Who else
Yeah.
do you know that's
Hey,
playing?
I love Felix and Iala. Alexandra Iala and Felix. Are
Yes.
you kidding me?
Yes.
Lefty woman playing with Felix, righty. They're going to complement each other. They're both very young, on the rise. Hey, I love that pairing as
A
well.
good
So
pairing.
to me, that's my second team for sure. Who do you got? Who's your top
Okay,
two?
well, Rabakina and Fritz are paired. I
Okay.
don't know how I feel about that. I feel
I
like
mean,
they both need a funny person with them,
I know. And
right?
Rybakina has like no emotions, and Fritz is still heartbroken because he broke up with his girlfriend. So
It's
I
an
don't know what to
interesting
think.
pairing.
I don't know.
Swiatek and Rude, same thing. Like I feel like you want opposites to attract here, and we've got
They both play alike. They have the same
yeah.
game. They have the
Now
same game.
Andreeva and Rublev, I'm sold on that one.
Okay, that's gonna be fun to watch.
Okay,
Rublev is
funnier and
gonna.
funniest,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Lerner, Tian, Amanda Anisimova. Okay,
Okay, not
yeah,
bad. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not bad. Taylor Townsend and Zverev. Okay, I like
Ooh,
that. Total oddball pairing,
but
right?
lefty, same thing as Felix's team. So lefty
Yeah.
woman, Zverev, big
Taylor may
serve.
could help him with
Oh,
doubles.
hey, they could win this thing. I mean, to me,
He could actually with
all
his
the teams you
returns.
mentioned. I mean, Taylor Townsend is a great doubles player. Come on, she's top 5 in the world. So
Osaka Nishikori. Okay, they're going for the Japanese, and it's
I mean,
Nishikori's last.
You said Osaka. I was like, okay, and then Nishikori. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think it's his last tournament,
I know
so that's probably why,
it's
right?
a it's a little last dance for him,
Yeah.
but gotta like those two Japanese players together.
Yeah, right. Okay, Pagula Draper. We hope Draper's healthy. Pagula might need a new partner.
I know. Let's look for somebody else to play with.
Yeah, but I like it. Okay, I like Fernandez and Tiafoe. That'll be fun.
Oh, I forgot that one. And I saw it too, and I'm like, that's it. That's gonna be
That's
a
a good
great
one.
team. Yeah, because Layla's good in dubs, and Tiafoe's
Yeah,
super cool,
he's
super chill.
fun. Benchik Kaboli. Interesting.
Interesting, but
They could
Kabul is not
balance
that
each
great of a
other
doubles
out.
player, but yeah,
No.
she's Melinda's very good. Yeah.
Melinda's good. Schneider and Medvedev.
Ooh, little Russian connection
Okay.
there, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
They could
Do we
be
know?
the
Do we know if
villains.
do we know if Alcaraz and Sinner are going to play that or no?
Alcaraz and Sinner are not on the list. Neither are
Okay.
Venus and Serena yet.
Okay.
And then the last ones are Rusa and Borges and Vivasasori and Irani, who won it last year, doubles
Yeah.
players.
Yeah. Those are double players.
Tiafoe, Patton, and Stearns.
Huh.
Preston Stearns.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I miss a brother and sister pairing here, or is he British?
Yeah, you're right. That's like, yeah.
Where'd this guy come from? Let's
I have
see.
no idea.
I gotta look this up. Oh no, I think he is. Yeah, it's her younger brother.
Oh wow. Yeah. So you
Okay,
got the
okay.
family connection there.
Yeah, he played tennis for Ohio State University. All right, so I've always heard about Peyton Stearns, but now we've got
His brother playing.
Preston.
Okay. That's it.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that's it. We'll have to follow him a little bit and see what happens there.
Yeah, so more to come. There's going to be a qualifying playoff as well. The mixed doubles is going to be played up until the finals, 2 out of 3 sets to 4 with a third set 10-point tiebreak.
Yeah, makes sense. A little bit shorter.
Yeah, and then the finals will be 2 out of 3 sets to 6, but
Nice.
the third set still being a tiebreak.
Okay, that's good. Do we know, like, is there really regular doubles, mixed doubles teams that are going to be into the qualifying and stuff like that? Because we need that. We need to have,
they have
some real
more
doubles players and not just tennis
I
stars.
think that's why they're doing a qualifying. More news to come on that soon. The entries close in 3 more weeks.
Yeah, because you know that people like Gabriela Dabrowski are going to be like super good in mixed doubles.
So I think they need to give the doubles players more of a chance. But also interesting, remember I talked about the boycott going into the U.S. Open.
You're right.
Well, Sabalenka and Pegula are announced in mixed doubles. So that's interesting because they were saying they might not play because of the prize money and everything they're trying to get done. But it seems like they're playing.
Well, it seems. And I like the idea of them just pretending like nothing's going on. We're going to play. We're going to be there. And suddenly they use that card of.
Could happen. Coco Gauff is not on this list.
Ooh. See? It's a sleeper.
Yeah.
So we'll
what about Venus and Serena? That's a TBD, like Wimbledon. TBD.
Yeah, TBD. Exactly. And you have Muhova, Toskova. So you still have some great players that are not there.
Be on the list.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll know more in the next couple of weeks. Another fun newsy note I found out is if you're in New York City, August 27th, the Waldorf Astoria is putting a tennis court in their ballroom.
What? Indoors?
Cool. Okay. Waldorf Astoria, famous hotel. Also, Gossip Girl was filmed there. And
of course, you would know that.
Of course. And I stayed there before COVID hit. ESPN had us stay there, and it was nice. And then we had to stay up at the airport during COVID. But anyway.
That's true.
It's an exhibition with Tommy Paul, Ben Shelton, Leila Fernandez, and Maria Sakkari.
Nice. I love it.
That's cool and innovative. I mean, there's going to be lots of stuff going on before the U.S. Open starts, but that's something cool. I say that because I played with Monica Seles at Grand Central Station. They made a tennis court in Grand Central Station for us, and we played an exhibition there. Remember that?
That's so cool. Yeah, I remember that. And there's many pictures on the internet of that event, and
so that was fun.
It was super cool. Yeah.
Okay, one more newsy note. We're going into fashion, Ougi, because you know I love fashion.
Oh, okay, let's go.
So the United Flags of Fashion debuted today, and it's Vogue and the CFDA Fashion Fund and Rockefeller Center all came together and celebrated America's 250th anniversary with all American designers.
That makes sense. 1776. There you go.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool. So
I know my stories. You know what?
You do know them. So we're gonna have a lot of fun fashion, I think, at New York this year.
Oh, it's gonna be a big U.S. Open this year. I can feel that. I mean, it's like some Alcaraz, Sinner getting back together.
Who's gonna win the last slams? Okay, so real quick, give me your picks of the summer. You already have Hodar.
Yeah.
Who else is on your radar right now?
You know what? We haven't talked about that, and I have no news concerning it. But who's going to coach Felix?
Okay, so that's going to be on our radar. Who is going to coach Felix? That is the question.
I have no idea. I texted Sam. Got no
Do you
news.
think he's going to go with a Canadian?
I don't know. Felix is super. not conservative, but really faithful to the people that helped him
Hmm.
out through his life, and he doesn't like to bring like new people that much that don't know him, and so I have no idea who's going to be his coach or his a
Well, it's
couple assemble of coaches. I think
going to be
you
known
know what
at Canadian Open, right?
is we hope so. I mean, come on, we need to see like daily who's practicing, who's coaching him. I really hope that somebody like with really tactical knowledge can come along. I mean, that's to me that's the
Okay.
priority number one. He hasn't had somebody to talk tennis with for like the past 5 6 years.
All
Really, I
right.
mean,
So we need a tactical,
yeah, that's
good,
somebody.
solid coaching.
Yeah, yeah, somebody who's got experience, has been there. We can, even get some another player, a little Agassi come along a little bit, helping out. Somebody like that, somebody with experience who's been there at the top level, who can share his knowledge.
Yeah.
Even Federer, Nadal, anybody, just like
Well,
who's been.
Agassi might be busy because remember he was coming out with Rune
Yeah,
before
you're
he
right.
got hurt. So Rune's coming back to the U.S. Open. Alcaraz is supposed to, but we don't know. But
Yeah,
it'll be interesting if Rune shows up with Andre.
that's true. Hey, anyway, so I just,
All
a
right. So
lot.
who's coaching Felix? Okay. So next week we're gonna have more of who do we like for the U.S. Open? Who's making runs? Because we're
Yeah,
just kind of starting.
yeah, yeah.
But the question is, who's going to coach Felix next?
Seriously, I hope somebody anybody. It could be somebody from Canada, somebody from the US, from some European coach. I mean, there's so many great people out there. We don't know that much, but I've seen some interviews whenever Sinner won Wimbledon, the smaller coach from Italy. I mean,
Yeah.
those interviews were in Italian, of course, because and I didn't understand the whole thing.
Hmm.
I could get the ideas sometimes, but I'm not fluent in Italian. So, uh, but like such a knowledgeable,
Yes.
knowledge, knowledgeable. How do you say that word?
Knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable coach. There you go. So he knows
Simone.
exactly. So he was interviewed after they won, and that was pretty cool because to be in Italy, when Center was winning Wimbledon, it was super cool because they have a tennis channel there. Like every day, they're showing
Yeah,
what's
you
going
got to
on.
see the Italian side. That's awesome.
Exactly. So we were like under the radar over there, just chilling with the Sinner fans and everything, and so it was super cool
That's
to be
cool.
to be there.
All right.
So,
Well, we got to figure it out. Okay. You
yeah,
ready for the quote of the podcast?
let's hear that.
Okay. I still want to sacrifice. I still want to work. I still want to grind. I still want to compete, to win, and to have a chance at the feeling of winning.
Jeez, okay. Is it a male or female? Said that.
It's a male who made the biggest news all week, not
Okay.
tennis.
Not tennis. Okay. Well, LeBron.
Yes, of
Okay.
course.
Thank you to say like not non-tennis related because I was
Non-tennis, Ougi. Okay,
I,
but that could work for tennis as well.
yeah,
It could work for across the board for any sport.
I,
But
I thought
for
I thought
him to
Djokovic
say
maybe
that,
for a while could say that
it
because
could be Djokovic.
yeah,
The
it's like
Wolf in Winter is coming out end of August, Ougi.
that's it. That's your quote right there. The
Yeah,
warmth.
the Wolf
That's
of, oh, I'm going to get a quote for the Wolf of Winter.
that is so cool. I saw some, but a great quote from LeBron, and we hope he does some some success in Philly, which I think they will. But it is towards the end of the career, so I don't know how big the effect will be.
Yeah, you
He's like,
never know, but read those quotes. He
yeah,
wants to
yeah.
grind, Ougi.
Exactly. I saw again, we always see those reels on Instagram, and I've seen a Djokovic this morning one again when some journalist says, you've won like nine Australian Open and he said not too bad. It's like the Le Parrain. It's like so funny. Djokovic is like such a big joker. It's super cool.
Yeah,
We get to love him more and more towards the end of the career because at first it's like all fed, all Nadal, and then suddenly he's there and he takes
yeah.
over.
You know
So
his personality now.
so cool. Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been a lot of fun. If you like us, follow us on at Believe, at YouTube, at Alexander Stevenson, at Hugues Laverdiere. Send us a like. Please leave us a 5-star review. We will see you next time. This has been Serving Aces. I am Alexander Stevenson.
All right, Alex, have a great week. Talk to you soon.